We need to get out of Mexico as soon as possible.
So I take it you need some help?
From this moment on, do not trust anyone who drinks.
Be ready to get familiar with one another. We'll be spending a lot of time together on the road.
Coyote Cage is directed by Michael Perez, and this is his second feature film. A gripping depiction of the illegal immigration drama in the United States-Mexico border, sprinkled with some horror elements. A group of Latin American immigrants find themselves in the middle of a dangerous human trafficking ring and seek shelter in a safe house that turns out to be anything but. The man helping them crossing the border, commonly known as Coyote, will have to choose between looking the other way or risking his life in order to save them. This is a raw film, and that's absolutely clear from the get-go. The survival drama is combined with some horror genre elements, and to be more specific, some torture porn elements as well. If you think about it, some passages of the story kinda work as a slasher flick as well. I mean, there's this group of people struggling to survive in a hostile environment. They can't help becoming the victims of a group of savage men, and tragedies pile up as the story moves forward. Interesting, right? The script does its best to provide depth to the characters. We get to know their individual stories through the journey. It feels pretty organic. And I also noticed that the villains of the story are kind of self-aware. Like, they know exactly what they are and why they do what they do with no remorse whatsoever. It is both curious and terrifying. Outdoor shots look great. They add tons of realism to the film. The sequences with the group crossing the desert are the most nicely shot of them all. The brownish and reddish tones of the environment dominate the color palette. At one point, you realize no one's really safe. It becomes impossible to tell who's gonna make it. So the storytelling becomes quite unpredictable. It doesn't seem to follow any rules or any genre tropes. But one thing's for sure. Things get increasingly bloody and gory. Coyote Cage holds no punches when it comes to portray the most gruesome side of the southern border of the United States, combining horror and thriller tropes to put together a story that hits way too close to home. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Thank you guys as always for watching. Coyote Cage is already available on multiple streaming platforms. So if you happen to see it, please feel free to return to this review and just drop a comment below. I will continue doing both English and Spanish reviews on my channel. So if you would like to subscribe, that would actually be awesome. And hopefully, I'll see you next time.